Welcome to this beginner intermediate friendly Pilates flow. We'll start in a seated cross-legged position. Take a big breath in as you sweep your arms wide and high. Exhale, lower your arms by your side. Take another big breath in, sweep that opposite arm up and over. Nice big stretch on your side. Breathe in as you come up. Exhale, opposite arm sweeps up and over. And come back to the center. Make your way into a seated position with your legs in front of you. Sit up straight, breathe in and exhale, lean back. Place your hands under your thighs for support, but use your abs. Breathing in as you come up, exhale as you lower back. Focus on using those abs to lift and lower your torso. Keep going a few more times, lifting and lowering your torso. Great job. Okay, now with a straight spine, draw your arms forward, big breath in, exhale. Now make your way all the way down to the ground on your back. You could place your hands by your side if you need for support to lower yourself down. But use your abs if you can. Okay, so on your back, bring your arms by your side, palms facing down, pushing your tailbone to the ground. Lift and lower one leg at a time, keeping your knees bent. Only one leg moves at a time. Try not to shift your hips from right to left as you do this. You could continue in this way or bring both feet up now into a parallel position and lift and lower opposite leg. Keep going. So those legs are in a tabletop position. The knee is directly over the hip. Lift and lower opposite leg. Now bring your legs together. And the next step is to lift and lower legs both at the same time. If this doesn't work for you, you could go one leg at a time and keep one foot down on the ground as you lift the opposite leg. There are always options in Pilates. Do what works for you at this time. Okay, moving into a single leg stretch. Draw one knee forward as you extend the opposite leg, keeping it hovered above the ground. Place one hand on the top and lower part of your shin and just go ahead and shift from right to left. Now you could keep your head on the ground, or to challenge yourself, lift up your chest, lift up your head, and keep your gaze just right about where your knee level is. Trying to lift up off of those shoulders if you can. Reach and extend that opposite foot away from you as you draw the opposite knee in towards your chest. Keep going, keep breathing. It's a very active ab movement. Good job. All right, bring both legs together now. We'll go into a double leg stretch. So sweep opposite arms and fingers away from you as you sweep opposite legs away from you. And then we're just going to draw it all the way back in. So you could do this with your head down. You could also bring your legs up a little bit higher if that feels better for you. It's a little bit easier. Harder is to lift up your chest and your head. Okay, so bring it all together and then release and extend your arms in opposite direction of those feet. Double leg stretch. Again, do which movement works best for you at this time. You can challenge yourself each time, maybe making it just a little bit harder. Of course, it's your workout. It's totally up to you. Keep going. Keep that tailbone anchored to the ground. Those abs should be on fire at this point. Well done. Lower back down. Give those knees a hug. Rock from side to side. Nice little release in your lower back muscles. Bring your arms out to a T and go ahead and windmill your knees from left to right. Breathing in as you draw your knees up. Exhale as you lower them to the opposite side. Keep going. Go at your own speed. Okay, and then bring your arms forward, palms down. Bring your feet towards you, anchor those heels, and then peel off your tailbone, lifting up one vertebrae at a time, and then lower back down. Squeeze your glutes to lift and lower those hips. Tuck your shoulder blades under, lift your chin up just a little bit. Squeeze your inner thighs. Keep going, lifting and lowering those hips. And then from here, anchor your left foot and then lift and lower the opposite leg, keeping your knee bent. Okay, so lift up one leg, drawing that knee towards your chest, and lower and lift. Okay, we're just doing the right side now. Lift and lower. Keep your hips up. Try not to shift your hips. Try to keep a nice parallel line from the right hip to the left. Opposite leg now. Lift and lower. Anchor the opposite foot on the ground. Squeeze your glutes. Keep those hips lifted. You got this. And lower all the way back down. Bring your knees into your chest. Hug them and rock from side to side. Nice little release in the lower back. Okay, placing your hands back down on the side. Lift your right foot up straight and extend the left leg behind you. And draw circles with that right leg. Okay, so that circle width is about the shape of what would be called a Pilates magic circle. And reverse the rotation. Keep your hips on the ground. And we'll do the opposite leg, lowering the right leg now. Bring the left leg up, point those toes, and draw a circle. Squeeze your abs as you continue. Keep going, and then reverse the rotation. Now bring both legs up, straighten your legs, point your toes, and then open your legs out to the side. Flex your feet and bring them back in. So point to open into a wide V, flex to draw your legs back in. Try to keep your feet just above your hips. Anchor your tailbone. Keep your legs as straight and as long as possible. Squeeze your inner thighs as you draw those legs together, and then go ahead and release. Make your way onto your side. We'll do a few planks here. Now you place your elbow underneath that shoulder. With your knees bent, you can lift your hips up, arm up. That's one option. Or if you want to make it harder, go ahead and extend those feet away from you and then lift your hips up. So you could place your hand underneath your oblique to lift up that torso and make that top hand high above you. Lift and hold. Squeeze your lower obliques. That can help take pressure off that lower shoulder. Squeeze and hold. You got this. Either hips down or hips up. And then go ahead and lower all the way back down. Okay, now resting your head on your arm, stack those, or your hands, stack those hips, and lift and lower your top leg. Be mindful of lifting at the same speed as lowering that leg. So squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs to lift and lower, and then bicycle that top leg, drawing that leg knee forward and back. Good job. Now reverse that bicycle movement. This is a nice exercise to open up those hip flexors, hip joints, and of course strengthen the muscles in that area. Okay, so bring that top leg back behind you and lift and lower the bottom leg. Squeeze your inner thigh. Another good exercise to really work the inner thigh muscles. Lift and lower. Okay, now flex your foot and pulse that leg up and down. Keep breathing. Good job. Okay, so we will do the same thing on the other side. We'll start with a side plank. So you could do as before, bend your knees, and on your knees, lift up your hips, arm up high, or a little bit harder is to extend those feet away from you and lift up your knees and your hips and lift that top arm up high. Squeeze and hold. You got this. Few more seconds. Hold, hold, hold. Good job, and lower all the way down. Okay, so now come all the way down on your side. Again, rest your head on your hand. Stack those hips and lift and lower the top leg. Don't allow that leg just to fall down. We're working it hard just to bring it up as well as we are to lower that leg. Well done. Okay, so now bicycle that leg, top leg only, bottom leg's just hanging out there. Try to keep your hips stable as you do this. You could always bring that lower knee a little bit towards you if that helps with your balance. And then reverse your rotation of that top leg. Few more. Okay, now bring that top leg back behind you and lift and lower that bottom leg. Point your toes, squeeze your inner thighs of that lower leg, lift and lower. Okay, now flex your foot and pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep that leg up as high as you can, that lower leg. Okay, great job. Now come down onto your belly. Tuck those toes under, and then bring your legs to about hip width distance apart. Lift up on your elbows, and if you can, straighten your arms, lift up your chest. Should feel a good stretch there right in your front chest, and lower all the way back down. Give yourself a moment. You could rest your head on your arms, and then lift and lower opposite leg. Now, be mindful not to bend your knees. Squeeze your glutes and extend those toes behind you. That will help. Okay. And then you can continue in one leg at a time or bring both legs up and flutter kick those legs. Flutter or scissor kick the legs. So squeeze your glutes once again, lifting, just barely lifting and lower opposite leg. Come on down, bring your arms out into a goalpost position and lift up your chest and lower back down. Okay, so anchor your hips. Use your back muscles to lift that chest up as high as you can. Elbows out to the side. Head follows along. Keep going. Really good exercise to strengthen your lower back muscles especially. Only come up as high as you can. Now extend those arms in front of you. Lift opposite legs and then lift your arms. Lift and hold. And you can scissor kick your arms and scissor your arms and your legs. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Lift up as high as you can and come back down. Good job. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, lift your chest up, and push back into a child's pose. Enjoy this stretch. Push that tailbone back behind you. Extend your fingers away from you and allow your chest to lower down. Well done. Okay, so now we're going to come into a plank position. Elbows underneath your shoulders. A forearm plank. Tuck those toes under. Tuck your tailbone under. Squeeze your abs. Lift your chest up and squeeze your inner arms together. Lift and hold. As if you could balance a glass full of water on your back. Just a few more seconds. We're almost done. Hold, hold, hold. Don't allow that back to sag. Keep going. You've got this. You can do it. Good job. Come back down and push back into a child's pose. Release those back muscles. Well done. Okay, now so from here, come onto your knees. Add extra cushion underneath your knees if you need to. Sweep your arms out to a T position and tucking that tailbone under, engage your abs and circle your arms forward. And then reverse. We are ending with some arm exercises. Okay, now rotate the entire arm forward and backward. Try to make sure those shoulders are relaxed, not up by your ears. Keep that spine as straight as possible. So much going on. Keep going. Good job. Bend the elbows, draw your forearms together, and then out wide again. Squeeze those shoulder blades as you draw those elbows out behind you. And squeeze everything to bring them back toward you again. Keep those elbows up so that they are about aligned with your shoulders. Okay, now bring it together and lift and lower those arms. Fingertips going up and down. Again, you want to make sure those elbows don't come too far down below your shoulders. So you're lifting up, not down. Open those arms back up, out wide. Squeeze and hold, make a tight grip. Hold, 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 squeeze the entire arm and release. Okay, now pulse those arms back. Palms are facing away from you, out wide. Pulse those arms straight back and then reverse. Palms pointing away, back behind you and pulse back. And then lower your arms. Oh, good job. Okay, let's just, nice little release here. And we're just gonna breathe in as we come up. Exhale as you lower back down. Trying to extend those fingers down towards the ground. It's all right if they don't come all the way down. And you may find that you can come down just a little bit further each time you go from side to side. Good job. Place your hands back behind your head, elbows out wide now. And breathe in as you come up. Exhale as you lower to the side. Good way to strengthen those oblique muscles. But keep your spine as straight as possible and tuck that tailbone under as you do these exercises. Just be mindful of what's going on in your body, and of course, if anything hurts, then stop and adjust as you need to. All right, make your way into a cross-legged seated position, because guess what? We are just about done. We are at the end. Big breath in. Exhale, sweep the arm up and over, and do the same on the opposite side. Nice big stretch. Big breath in now, sweep those arms up high. Exhale, bring your arms down and forward. Congratulations. We did it. You did it. I hope you enjoyed this class. Hope to see you again in another class. Have a great day. Thank you.